So here we are at a physical gathering of Twitters. So this is a kind of a juxtaposition in terms, if you think about it really, because people who twit tend to twit to each other on a computer. So what brings them together? Why do they do it? I want to know why. Let's go find out. Yes, I need to talk. This man looks like he's a bit of fun. Can you please tell me what your Twitter tag is, first of all?
Funky coder.
And why did you choose that?
Because I'm a funkiest coder ever.
Really?
Well, that's what my boss says, so there you go. I'm sure he doesn't know many people.
And tell me, why do you twit? What is it about twittering that you love?
It helps me keep, in touch with the world. When, the whole world literally sleeps at night, I can, communicate with the rest of the technical world, up online, late night, early morning, whenever.
And what about turning up in a real life? I mean, you're meeting people who you normally twit to on a computer. What's it like to turn up to an event like this and actually meet the people behind the names?
Well, you see, that's why we have name tags with the Twitter names, and it's actually quite interesting because, you're like, you are Funky Coder. You never know people by their real names, and it's actually meeting them in real life is quite amazing. It's like, it's a new way of meeting people down the pub, literally.
Girls, there are girls at this event. Hello. Oh my God, there's a girl here. Hello. Come with me for a second. Hello. Tell me, what's your Twitter tag name, first of all?
Pixelated.
That's very clever. What made you take that name?
Well, I've been a web designer for about 11 years, so I thought, the graphics side, pixelation, why not?
And this seems like a very boy sport, twittering. I mean, how did you get into it?
I only just started a few days ago.
You're a Twitter virgin, so to speak.
So to speak, yeah. Newbie.
And what attracts you to it? What do you like about it?
Well, it's very immediate. It's a bit like I am, but much more so, And
you don't mind the fact that everybody knows what you're doing all of the time?
Well, they don't. They know what I want them to know.
Aha, so there's a very big difference. Okay, so are you sort of the media control freak? Are you like to control what people know?
No. I'm reclusive.
Really? So what sort of things do you twit? I mean, what would you twit?
Well, today I tweeted that I was stir crazy, so...
And you were stir crazy, why?
Because I was bored at home. I was working from home, so...
Okay. And so do you know many other girls so far that are Twitters, or is it mostly a male thing?
There's a few, yeah.
Right.
I'm only new, so I'm getting started, so...
And what made you come tonight? I mean, isn't it a confronting thing to go from the computer to the human being? I mean, there's...
Nah, I would prefer to start the other way, but you do what you have to, so...
Cool, thank you. But
How you going, Scott?
I really need to know why you Twitter. I mean, what is it about twittering?
It's cool, man. I'm yet to find any real commercial value in it, other than the fact that I'm meeting some great geeks and seeing where the bleeding edge is. That's me, Greg Dwyer. I'm yet to find its exact usefulness, but it gives me a great excuse to plop down $500 a month on beer. So
yeah, well, Greg is actually buying the beer tonight. You can tell, can't you? Because everybody's a little bit happy. But anyway, so it's a social network for you, obviously.
It is a social network. It's broadening our horizons into the tech community. And there's a lot of early adopters out there who are using Twitter very well, and some who aren't. But it's getting us some interesting traffic and some interesting network, and we're enjoying meeting everyone that's coming along to these kind of events as well. So,
and what about the physical nature of it? Because people would often probably suspect that nerds, geeks don't like to meet face to face, and yet here they all are having a beer together from this event. I mean,
I actually find what is most interesting is the little tidbits of information that you get to piece together about someone before you meet them, that are the types of things they might not tell you when you met them face to face, which gives you a more complete picture of that person.
First of all, is the pizza all right?
Very cheesy.
Cheesy, in fact, is it?
Look at this. I mean, it's good. It's good, good pizza, but yeah. So
now why do you twit? Or Twitter? Sorry, I keep saying twit. I shouldn't say twit, should I? Tweet. Is it tweet?
A tweet is the item. To twit is to post a tweet on Twitter. And I'm a Twitterer.
I asked that question, didn't I? Sorry, I really did.
That's right.
So we've decided that tonight's a twaddle of Twitters.
Yes.
So how is it for you? Suddenly we're going from the computer to real life. People are here.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. I mean, you've got to meet people, but you've already met them. So how do you define meeting someone?
So you do come out of the house now and then?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, how often?
I do have a job. Thank you.
We all have a day job, don't we?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So how long have you been on Twitter?
Oh, probably about a year now.
A year? And how many friends or followers have you got?
About 90 followers, 80 friends, and 3,570 tweets.
And how many stalkers?
Only 3.
Really?
And I blocked them all.
Oh, that's no fun then. That's no fun at all. Right, now, come on. Now, I'm told that you're a bit of a character. So
Yeah.
first of all, what's your Twitter name? Nick. How long did it take you to think up that name?
That one's been my handle since I was limited to 8-character email names on Yahoo. I'm an old bloke, if you haven't gathered.
A fellow BBS person, perhaps?
Not quite. I wasn't allowed internet access back then, only email.
Oh, bugger, now I'm feeling really old.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks very much for that. So how long have you been Twittering for?
Almost a year.
Almost. And what brings you to Twitter?
It was to keep up with some friends in odd and unusual places like Carnarvon. Hello, Velvet Sarah.
So, I mean, how often do you Twitter, perhaps, per day?
Probably 3 times. Usually once on the way to work, just to catch up with people who are doing, once at lunchtime and once on the way home.
And how many followers have you got?
I don't want to
You
reveal.
don't know? Yeah.
Over 100.
Over 100?
Yeah, but
Good Lord.
That's roughly about 100 friends as well to keep up with those people.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, fine. Are they all in Sydney? Are they all over the place?
They're all over the place.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm from Perth, so some are from Sydney, some are from Perth, as I said, some are from Carnarvon, a couple live in San Francisco, Amsterdam, London, odd places, keep up with them, yeah.
And this whole, I keep asking people this tonight, but the concept of going from the computer to a real life venue and actually meeting people, I mean, is this interesting to you, or?
It's nice to meet some of the people you've only sort of said 140 characters to. It's a little bit easier when you say more than 140 characters to them, but yeah, it's fun. I mean, I haven't met most of the people here. Before, there's some I've met physically before, and some, it's oh, you can laugh.
Ignore him.
No.
We all ignore him.
Yeah, but he supplies me with beer and Vista Ultimate.
And that's the best way.
Yes.
And T-shirts.
And T-shirts.
I got a T-shirt tonight. Thank you very much, Microsoft.
Yeah, I haven't got my Microsoft one on. I've got my Twitter T-shirt on.
Oh, it is too. Look, I didn't even notice that. Twitterholic. Oh, wait. He's doing the deal. He's doing the deal. Let's go. We'll follow him. Current affair style. Current affair style.
No. That's how the social network.
Right. Okay. Now, this is a man advertising his own social media presence, gentlemen. This is pretty spectacular, I have to tell you. And he doesn't admit his MySpace profile in public. Fantastic. Good Lord.
Good Lord, yeah.
I think we'll have to go through that later.
Yeah.
I admire your courage.
Oh, no, I'm crazy.
And thank you very much for talking to me.
It's okay.
All right, so I came, I saw, I didn't necessarily conquer, but I met some very interesting people tonight, and I have my faith reinstalled in the fact that people don't just want to sit behind a computer all day and telling each other bits of their life. They actually do like to meet up, they do like to come out, they like to get together, have a beer, and they're all really good fun. So thank you very much. See you next time.
Wait, what are you going to interview me about?
What am I going to interview you about? Oh, that's a very good question. I've only had one drink.